This is the Jeff Kai's Auto Sports Desk.
The puck drops on a new season in the FPHL. Big Red is in an Ivy League battle with the Crimson, and the Friday night lights are warming up around the tier. This is the Sports Desk. The Binghamton Black Bears begin the defense of last year's Commissioner's Cup Championship in just over an hour from right now. The Bears on the road for the season opener, renewing its rivalry with the team's neighbors to the north. Binghamton and Watertown get the season started tonight at 7:30 p.m. This one in Watertown, with the return of the home-and-home series tomorrow night, that one back here in the Southern Tier. The two teams last faced off with one another in the first round of last year's playoffs, with the Bears sweeping the Wolves and outscoring them 11-4 in the process. Team captain Tyson Kirkby spoke on if there are any lasting tensions between the two teams that are carrying over into tonight.
You know, from my point of view, what's in the past is in the past. We did what we wanted to do. They're probably going to be a little sour. You know, we sent them to the golf course pretty early on, but, you know, we just got to go out there and take care of our business.
Black Bears are bringing back 16 members of the team from last season, along with Kirkby and assistant captains Jesse Anderson and Gavin Yates. Also returning, the 2023-2024 FPHL Defenseman of the Year, Dakota Bond.
Watertown, you know, big rivalry against those guys, so I think it's going to be fun. I think just battling away with them and playing with the guys from last year and even the new guys, it's going to be a great experience, and just kind of be a leader and let the new guys kind of see what it's like to play in a professional game.
Face-off tonight between the Bears and Wolves set for 7:30 p.m. Tomorrow night, Binghamton back in the 607 for the team's home opener and for the banner-raising ceremonies from last year's championship run. Just a little bit further south, Cornell is kicking off and in action as we speak with the Crimson of Harvard. Cornell and Harvard both coming into town off of different results from last week against FCS teams. Big Red took the L at home against UAlbany, 31-10 that on Saturday. Harvard, on the other hand, picked up a win in Boston over UNH. Big Red's offense was slowed a bit last week, but had been averaging around 30 points per game before last week's loss. Cornell's quarterback, Jamison Long, just under 70% on the year, passing 8 touchdowns, over 700 yards. And he already started off 5 for 5 on the first drive in this game. Right now, in the first quarter, Cornell with the ball for a second time. They are up 7-3 as Long already has a touchdown. And finally, it's Friday. That means football isn't just going on in the Finger Lakes, but all across the Southern Tier. Friday night overtime is on tap for you this evening with all of the biggest games from around Section 4. Maine, Enwell, and Owego both look to remain unbeaten in Class B, while Deposit Hancock and Bainbridge Guilford try and take care of business 1 week before those two teams showdown in Class D. Vestal, Binghamton, UE, JC, and Waverly all also in action this evening. Highlights from all the games around the tier tonight at 11 on Friday night overtime.
Y'all have a lot of work cut out for you tonight.
I do. I'm not going to even be able to stay for one more story. I got to get across the street. We got JC and Maine Enwell kicking off in just a few moments.
Oh, and you're missing a good one. So if you're unlike Zach, be sure to stay tuned here. We do have that one final story coming up after the break.
Y'all let me know.